Hi guys, so today we're reviewing something I don't really feature on the channel, and that's G-Shocks. And normally I'm a collector of old Casios, like this one here. So this one's a 1986. But I keep getting comments, and I mean constantly getting comments and messages saying, why don't you collect G-Shocks? What's wrong with G-Shocks? Why are they not in your collection? Do you have this model, that model? I've never been a G-Shock fan. So what I've done was I went out a few weeks ago and I bought an old G-Shock, a GW6900. I've done a review on it and it was quite nice. It was bright yellow and that's what drew me to it. It was something different. And while I bought that one, another one came up and I thought, oh, I'll buy that one as well, which is different to that G-Shock. And this is the model here, and I'm going to quickly show you it. And I'll tell you my thoughts on it. When I saw the yellow ones, I thought, oh, maybe I could start collecting G-Shocks and have a cabinet and have all the yellow ones in there. I think they'll look really lovely. But this is a tin that they will come in like this. We whip this off. We take it out of its packaging. And this is the one I bought. And what drew me to this was, I just loved the colours. I love the yellow. And what drew me to this also is I loved the light or dark grey around here with a yellow writing, which really makes it stand out. It's an absolutely beautiful design. Another thing that sealed the deal for me was I love these red. So you've got a red strap stay here and it matches the red inside here and the 4 dots. And little triangle here, and that to me, I mean, this design is absolutely stunning design, like really well. Just love this. Is, if I had to pick a G-Shock, it would be this sort of, it will be definitely these colors because I love it. It's very bold, it's very just eye-catching, and it's very, it's got this 80s vibe to it, or maybe 90s vibe, and this is what I love, and this is what attracted me to it. Now, my only issue is, so I wore this last weekend and I just found it incredibly bulky. Let me just demonstrate to you. So this is what I normally wear. Well, I don't actually normally wear, but this is a Casio, which I would normally wear, and is this type. But you see here, it just fits around the wrist perfectly. There's no gaps or anything. It's a good size. It's not fat. It's not thin. It's just seamless and it just goes well. But let me put this one on and I'm going to show you. I'm going to try and I absolutely love this watch, by the way. Look, red and yellow. Red and yellow. Stunning. Right, look, so let me show you. So look, when I put this one on here, let me just put it on my wrist and I shall show you. Now, I wouldn't say it's a massive watch because it really isn't. And it could be what I'm used to. But when I put this watch on, I feel like it's just incredibly bulky. Even though it doesn't feel it when you're holding it, when you're wearing it, it is. Like, for example, I can fit a pen in here. And that's put on my wrist the correct size. And I just feel like it's too big. Now, I've got a 19cm wrist, so it's not a small wrist. It's quite a big wrist. But I feel like the watch swallows up my wrist. Does that make sense when I say that? The colours all look lovely. Don't get me wrong about that. I just feel like what they should have done here was maybe slope. This is my idea. Slope this down and say this part here is not really sticking out, lumps and bulkiness on the sides. I don't know what they could have done. I feel here, see here, I feel like this is solid here and it's too much. I feel this should have been more to blend around on a wrist. Now, I don't have a small wrist. But imagine someone with an 18cm wrist, which is a standard size. their watch will swallow up their whole hand. It would just, when they're walking down the street, all you will see is this big yellow watch first, and then you will see the human. But look, apart from that, I absolutely love the design. And I don't think anyone can disagree with me on that. I mean, it's perfect. I just love what they've done here. I love the yellow strap. It's just not smooth either. I love the way they put on the casing, they put the two yellow dots there. Sunken dots there, and they followed it through to the strap. Now, I feel only Casio do small little details like that. Put little grooves in it here. They've got 4 silver buttons. I do also feel there's no need to have this button here, the adjust button, the setting button, pushed into the case. It doesn't make sense to me. Like the one I featured the other day, the GW900, all the 4 buttons stuck out, even including the setting one. There's no need to have it set in, because you've got to get your finger, poke it in the hole and try and adjust your finger to make it adjust. I don't know why. I don't know. I'm never going to slag off Casio, because I don't deserve to ever be slagged off, because they do make ingenious watches, and G-Shock's got more of a following than any other Casios, even the vintage stuff. So I'm not anyone to say that they're not any good, it's the wrong design. This is just my opinion. I feel like this here, I feel like this span here is just way too wide, because by the time you get your wrist on and it's here, this part's here, there's like gaps in there, and it feels too chunky. And I don't know if that's the look they wanted. They must be doing it correctly, because G-Shock is a phenomenal brand that is just sells so many watches, and they go up to thousands of pounds. This, let me just have a little drink of my sip of my coffee. Hold on. Delicious. I'm just telling you my opinion and why, and I'm actually glad why I don't want to collect G-Shock. So I actually thought about, oh look, I bought a yellow G-Shock the other day. I bought one now. Maybe I can get a cabinet on the wall, and I can have all yellow G-Shocks in there, all uniform, all different types. That would be really cool. And maybe I will do that. But in a funny sort of way, I am glad they are not my cup of tea. They're not my taste, because the last thing I want to do is collect another, just get sucked into collecting more other Casios. I've got enough of the the old stuff. Yeah, that's my thoughts on it. Look, it's a really great watch, but it is a very budget watch. This was how much was this? I think £95, which is just around $110 maybe. It's a very basic watch. There's not many features. You've got your basic, obviously, time, date, month, a year. You've got your PM and your alarm function there. I think it's just got one alarm as well, so it's not much. So there's alarm there, timer, stopwatch, and then we're back to normal. On this side, you got your on and off light. So if you had a light on your wrist, you can turn it on. Let me just show you. So that little symbol that just flashed up there, that looks like an eye. Well, when that is on, I'll turn it off now, so I don't want to forget it. When that is on and you've got it on your wrist, as soon as you put the wrist up to see the time, so it's close to your face and it's in the dark, that light will automatically come on. It's an automatic light. Or if you had that off, you got another light button here. By the way, I've got one criticism of this watch, and I might have sort of dived into it earlier. You can't really push the button in properly. Look, I'm going to just show you, for example. So there's the light. There's no light there. But for me to turn the light, I can't push it in like this, and I'm pushing quite hard now. I pushed it a little bit harder then. You really got to do it, get your finger and push it in like this. Now, on a watch like this, for example, the buttons are really straightforward. Just press them. Your finger just touches them, and it's the same with this. They stick out enough to press it. But on this one, you feel like you've got to sort of get your nail in there and press the button. Every time I look at it, though, I do love it. Really great, vibrant colours. It is my taste. If I had to design a G-Shock, it would be like this. But I would have engineered this just differently. I don't know what. But there's something about, I just don't like the way it fits. I just feel like here, there's just big gaps in here. That is just my taste though. I'm not slagging them off, and I do like it. And I've got a 19 centimeter wrist, so I don't have a small wrist either. If someone, or imagine a child in school, 14, 15, 16, the wrists are not fully developed yet, and they want to wear G-Shock. The G-Shock, their fists will be like this. Yeah, I could be talking nonsense. I'm just talking what I think about them, and maybe I'm talking myself out of them. I don't know. But I probably will still keep this, but probably never wear it. I think I've got too many great watches that I much prefer to wear over this, so I know it will never get worn, but it does look just beautiful. It could be one of them watches I just keep in my box in a display cabinet. And I tried G-Shocks. Maybe I should try another one. I'll get a different brand. If I can find one cheap, discounted, or used, and it's a bargain, I may try another model, a different model. But I do know G-Shock's basically this sort of size. There is another G-Shock that I like though, and I have got my eye on it. So I may just purchase that if I can get it for a good price. It's a lot different to this, but it's still a G-Shock. It's like a pilot type G-Shock. Yeah, that's what I have to say on the subject, I'm afraid. Probably not what you want to hear. And I'm so glad that I don't like them, because I just really, I'm a bit addictive when it comes to collecting stuff. So if I like something, I would just keep buying and keep collecting and build up a big like portfolio of these sorts of stuff. It becomes very addictive. Yeah, you never know. I might buy another one, different one. Anyway, I think that'll conclude the video. I like their packaging though, but it comes in all this sort of stuff. But I'm going to stick to this. I wish they made this in yellow. It'd be amazing, wouldn't it? They're not much difference in size, are they? My heart, though, is with the 80s stuff. That's what I love. Yeah, I'm a bit, if I had to give it a percentage, I would say 60-40. 40 not liking it. Oh, sorry, no, 40 liking it, 60% not my cup of tea. Anyway, thanks very much. Any comments, stick them down below, good or bad. And I do answer every comment. And yeah, thanks for watching. Cheers, bye.